I hate to bring it up, maybe like a generational difference and like maybe the way we speak, and there might be some disconnect there.
Is there a word for Generation Z for virtue that I'm unaware of?
Just definitely not using the word virtue.
Yeah, I would say I honestly haven't noticed that word.
That was not a common word for Gen X, or a common word for boomers, or a common word for me, millennials, right? It wasn't a common word for us either. Thing is like, if I had to say, the thing that I hear from most men and they don't even know how to verbalize it, right? When they're saying, here's what I want in a woman, they don't even know how to say, I want a virtuous woman. But when I reduce what it is they're actually after, that is what they're after. They're after a virtuous woman. So it's just interesting to me that that's never something I hear on the other end, even if it was just a list of virtues, right?
Okay. Well,
So
what did she say? She said loyalty. That's a virtue, you said.
Sure, it's a virtue.
Okay.
But you'd expect to hear things like, I'd bring accountability in.
Okay, but this
Right.
comes back to the fact that you're saying there's only one right answer.
There's not one. There's not one right answer.
Okay.
I just always find it curious that I never hear, any talk of anything which is virtuous. It's always almost transactional, right? Like,
I'm like, you're saying there's only one right answer. I'm so lost.
I do socks and shirts, and you bring home paycheck. It almost always seems transactional.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah,
Sort
you
of.
understand what I mean?
Yeah,
now?
when you say the word virtuous, it's not like on repeat. It's making you sound like there's only one way you can answer this question to satisfy.
Well, there's many virtues. So if
Right.
a woman just sat there and just like spouted off tons of virtues themselves, but never said the word virtue, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be like, ha, gotcha, you never said the word virtues, right?
But it kind of feels like that. I hate to say it.
Yeah, but that's because none of you said any virtues. There's only one that I heard, which is loyalty. That's it. That's the only virtue I heard anybody say.
But you've also
Everything else
You
was
also
just kind of
didn't
purely
get
transactional.
too over on the side.
You guys have also only asked these questions specifically to
people.
girls who have stated that they want a man to be making XX amount of money.
Right.
Anyone who picked like a reasonable amount of money, we haven't talked to them at
Right.
all.
So that's why I'm
That's
kind of
because-
like,
do
you're
you wanna know why?
generalizing.
Do you want to know why that is? I started with you.
Me?
Well, not you specifically,
Yeah.
but the women who demanded a higher threshold of income.
Okay, good. So that's a better way to address, okay?
Yeah. So
No,
the
and I
reason-
understand, but I think that if we got the perspective from the other women, we would probably see
different.
people saying some other things.
Right, because it's almost
Well,
like,
hang on, but they're already showing great virtue. They're showing humility. Immediately, they're showing one of the greatest virtues of all, humility. And so that's why you don't start with them. You don't need to, because it's the women who say, I want a fucking billionaire, where you go, well, holy shit. It sounds to me like you must be either extraordinarily virtuous or bringing something amazing to the table if you want a man who makes $1 billion or has $1 billion, so much of the world's wealth in his pocket, and he's going to choose you. Right? The women who say, on the other hand, a guy who just makes a standard living, I'm okay with, that already shows humility, doesn't it?
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How much would you like your wife to be making?
I don't care. It's completely unimportant to me. And most of our relationships, she's made nothing.
Yeah.
And right now, though, she's a best-selling author. And guess what?
Hey.
I take all of her money and
the fuck
spend it on myself because I think it's hilarious. And it's like
You
a
do
form
not.
of, I call it Andrew Wilson's evil revenge. It's revenge theory. It works like this. I took care of you for years and years and years, and now that you're making those big author bucks, I'm buying all those guns that I always wanted, baby.
Wait, is he fucking gaslighting? I'm like actually lost.
No, I think he's being serious.
No, I'm
Are
not
you for real?
gaslighting. I promise that that's true.
He's being for serious.
Oh, god damn it. Fucking Christ.
No, I want to be able to have a husband who I can fund his little projects and,
I'm
let
not
him
giving all
do
my money
passion
to my
projects.
husband, though.
I mean, it's the same way. Like when women ask their rich husband or their husband to buy them things, what if he just wants to have?
I get-
No,
okay, okay, I guess
what's
that's-
all this asking? No. I
Maybe
just
it's different,
walk
but,
by,
like, I would-
Yoink, that shit's mine. Right to the gun store. I don't give a shit.
The
That shit's
drugstore.
mine.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? If I made my own money off my own, quote, this is not true, best-selling book, I would keep the profit because she
I'm sure
worked
you
for
would.
that.
But like I'm sure they've been
but what
married for a certain amount of time.
Can I put you in
It's,
like a little?
I'm
thing
so
here?
lost.
Can I put you in a little thing here? Say I'm a man, we're dating, and I just made a best-selling book, and I just got a bunch of this money. Would you take that money and go buy yourself a bag or something? Or I feel like I shouldn't ask you this. I feel like I should
Yeah,
go on this
I don't think I'm
side.
the right person for that.
I'm sorry.
I wouldn't buy a bag, period. I don't need that shit. Like,
misjudgment.
y'all saw my apartment.
Like feel entitled to his money.
Do you feel entitled to your husband's money?
Oh no, I
later
do
down the line?
not. No,
Okay.
I make my own money.
Okay, sick.
Yeah, we support ourselves. Whatever, we combine
I was
it.
gonna say,
I don't know.
Me
I mean,
and
I
you are on the
guess so.
same
You said
level.
were you entirely supporting your wife for a period?
Oh, for most of our marriage, I was.
Oh. Okay.
That would be
I mean,
fair,
okay,
though.
okay.
Even
I
if
guess
I wasn't,
That would be fair.
I would still feel
Realistically.
totally entitled in taking all of her money at any time that I felt like I needed to take her money.
But would
Because
you let her
see-
do the same?
Because you see, it's we became one flesh, right?
Yeah.
We're one person.
Okay, but would you let her do the same? Are you gonna
We're
tell
one
her
flesh.
no?
There is nothing that is mine that is not hers, and vice
Okay.
versa.
Okay. So if she takes
Nothing.
a 20, you gonna take a 20, is what I'm hearing.
No,
I'm sure
that
that
would be transactional.
Well, I'm just saying, if it's like you're
That would
doing
be
her
like,
a solid,
oh, you owe
she's gonna
me,
do
I
you
owe
solid.
you.
I'm sure they've been in a long enough marriage too where, she trusts that he's not a gambling addict and
Right.
you I'm sure trust that your wife is not a gambling addict and if you guys were gambling addicts together you'd lose your money together
Yeah,
but
yeah.
she trusts him enough to know he's not going to, take the whole bag and burn it.
But I'm lost. So are you taking all of her money? And, no. Like,
They share. They're married.
like you just
They have a shared
They're
bank
married,
account.
so they
Yeah.
have-
I
just
promise.
said.
I take.
conjoined
I
account,
purely
probably.
take her paycheck every single time on her book royalties, and man, it's a lot. And I spend all of it on guns. Every bit of it.
And how does she feel about this?
spend it
She
on
gets
guns
nothing.
and what is it,
She gives me.
Melrose?
She wants to see them when I bring them home. She's like, "What you get?
She's happy about this.
She gets protection for the house.
What does she buy? I'm curious. What's her hobby?
I don't know. I think she does her nails and shit.
You
I
don't even know?
That's cute. I like how he doesn't know. Period.
Period.
Guys, I have
Yeah, I
another
don't pay
question.
attention. I don't pay attention. It's not. It's like video games. You think she's like, oh, he was playing the new Final Fantasy and got to level 36. She doesn't give a shit.
If you have the right woman, she
You
would.
can't tell me what your wife does as like a hobby or something?
Does what as a hobby?
Like, what is she like? What's her hobby? Like, what does she like to go out and do? You can't tell me that.
I just told you she does her nails and shit like that.
That's her
And
hobby.
shit like that.
I have a question.
Shit.
Sounds very
actually,
simple,
Andrew,
which is not a bad
The
thing.
12 million a year girl is there in the red. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah. Okay, so back
7.
to this. So 12 million a year. That's what you want out of your significant other.
Mike.
Oh, sorry. That's I guess, yeah. But I know that's not realistic.